wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Below we will present the result of our discussion regarding Bhinneka Tunggal Ika and Indonesian nationalism. Before we start introducing myself, I'm Salima Nabil Abida as moderator and also my friends.
My name is Rizky Salisa Rahmasari.
My name is Helisa Nur Arifah.
My name is Sesi Cakawati.
Diverse materials, unity and diversity and Indonesian nationalism. We will discussion the first definition of diversity and nationalism. The second is the impact of diversity in Indonesia. Number 3 in Indonesia diversity factor. And number 5, the value contained in Pancasila, the principle of Indonesia unity. And then the last, how to foster an attitude of nationalism. So the first explain is definition.
Okay, the first definition. Unity and once come from the word oneness means well or individual. The content of the meaning of unity and once is the coming together of various patterns into one universal. Nationalist is on universe understanding or perspective which should refuse a common society to have a feeling of love for one homeland, ethnicity, culture, language, and race. Jadi, di sini persatuan dan kesatuan berasal dari satu kata yang memiliki arti utuh atau tidak terpecah belah. Kemudian, nasionalisme dapat merupakan suatu paham atau cara pandang di mana yang seharusnya mencerminkan masyarakat bersatu untuk memiliki rasa cinta tanah air, suku, budaya, bahasa, dan ras. Pada dasarnya, nasionalisme diperuntukkan untuk kepentingan dan kesejahteraan bersama, karena nasionalisme adalah menolak segala bentuk penindasan terhadap pihak lain, baik perorangan, kelompok, maupun suatu bangsa. Okay, next.
Okay, the next topics impacts. Number 1, giving rise to a conflict between religions. Number 2, giving rise to conflict between tribes. And 3, there are problems between majority and minority groups. This extensive diversity of cultures can give rise to conflict interreligion, inter-ethnic conflict, and problems of majority and minority groups. Wrong one conflict due to conflict difference was the Aceh and Java conflict. Javanese people have polytrifling habits and are expert ethnic, making Javanese slightly accepted by others. However, Javanese people are only sometimes liked by people in other regions. One example of an arealist capable of being born the Java was Aceh. The reason is because of cultural difference between the two areas, food from national law and security. Another cause of the second conflict, the people of this area are the former history of the Dutch and active war Javanese attacks Aceh. The Javanese people broke their promise to the people of Aceh. Aceh was freedom by President Suharto. Next.
Okay, diversity factors. This diversity is influenced by several factors. Number 1, Indonesia's geographic location is between two continents and two oceans. Australia and the Asian continents, the Indonesia Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. This resulted in Indonesia has become a traffic road site. Indonesia consists of 1,000 islands scattered from the east and to the west end. Where is each island inhabited by different cultures, therefore Indonesia had diverse culture. Number 2, natural condition and climatic condition. The natural condition of each region are different. Condition natural such as highlands, lowlands, mountains, and so on. Different climate will influence the behavior and culture of the community. For example, difference the shape of house and clothing in people living on the coast and mountains. Number 3, influence of foreign culture entering Indonesia is also due to location. Indonesia is a traffic route. In ancient times, parties come to Indonesia not only to trade but also to have a goal spread his culture. Therefore, Indonesia has a unique culture diverse. Jadi, faktor keberagaman ini terdapat ada 3. Yang pertama adalah letak geografis Indonesia berada di antara 2 benua dan 2 samudra. Jadi, di antara benua Australia dan benua Asia, Samudra Hindia dan Samudra Pasifik. Jadi, hal ini tentu saja mengakibatkan Indonesia menjadi jalur lintas perdagangan dunia. Selain itu, Indonesia juga terdiri dari ribuan pulau berpencar-pencar dari ujung timur sampai ujung barat. Dan di mana setiap pulau itu pastinya dihuni oleh berbeda-beda budayanya. Nah, maka dari itu Indonesia memiliki kebudayaan yang beragam. Faktor yang kedua yaitu kondisi alam. Jadi kondisi alam dan kondisi iklim di Indonesia ini tentunya di setiap daerah beda-beda. Jadi kondisi alam seperti dataran tinggi, dataran rendah, pegunungan, atau yang lain sebagainya. Jadi perbedaan iklim ini akan mempengaruhi terhadap perilaku atau budaya masyarakatnya. Misalnya nih, perbedaan dari bentuk rumah, perbedaan dari pakaian, dan pada masyarakat yang tinggal antara pantai atau pegunungan. Yang terakhir yaitu faktor dari pengaruh kebudayaan asing dari yang luar yang masuk ke Indonesia yang karena letak geografisnya. Jadi Indonesia ini yang merupakan jalur perdagangan dunia pada zaman dahulu itu para pedagang datang ke Indonesia ini tidak hanya untuk berdagang saja, tapi memiliki tujuan untuk menyebarkan kebudayaan-kebudayaannya. Maka dari itu Indonesia ini memiliki kebudayaan yang beragam dari berbagai negara. Next.
The value of diversity. The first develop the character of nationalism and love for the homeland in the nation and state. So this means that it's important to understand and appreciate the various aspects that make our country unique and different from other countries. They include language, custom, dance, etc. In addition, the nature of nationalism also involves active participation in political life, democracy, processing, rights, and duties. The love also means having a sense of responsibility and environment, natural resource of our countries. The second, foster mutual respect between ethnic groups, religion, races, and groups. So, Indonesian with its various tribes, ethnicities, races, and religion is very vulnerable of division. With the values in this third principle, we can develop an attitude of tolerance, mutual respect, and respect for each other in order to create Indonesian unity. Third, fostering unity to realize the country progress. Jadi di sini penting untuk memahami dan menghargai berbagai aspek yang membuat negara kita tuh unik dari berbagai negara lain. Ini termasuk kayak bahasa, adat istiadat, tarian, and selain itu sifat nasionalisme juga melibatkan partisipasi aktif dalam kehidupan politik, terus juga kayak proses demokrasi, hak dan kewajiban. Kemudian yang kedua itu berarti Indonesia tuh dari berbagai suku, ras, dan agamanya itu sangat rentan terhadap perpecahan. Nah, dengan nilai-nilai pada Pancasila ketiga ini, kita tuh dapat mengembangkan sikap toleransi, saling menghormati, dan satu sama lain untuk tercapainya persatuan Indonesia dan mewujudkan kemajuan negara kita sendiri. So, next.
How to foster an attitude of nationalism. 1. Form children's character from an early age within the family, namely by providing education from an early age regarding the attitude of nationalism and patriotism towards the nation of Indonesia. Indonesia family raising children from an early age to use domestic products so that children can get used to using domestic production. So that children can get used to using domestic production. And second, provide civic education and provide direction and the importance of states difference. The roles of education is to provide Pancasila and civic education, and also provide states difference materials, provide direction, and also provide debriefing to students, and also instill an attitudes of patriotism to students. Briefing and debriefing to students, and also instill an attitude of love for the country to students, such as, for example, carrying out flag ceremony activities every Monday and every national holidays. And 3, the role of the government in fostering the nationalism of the millennial generation. Nationalism of the millennial generation because the government is a role model for the people under the auspices of the government itself, but the terms of regulations society under the auspice of the government itself, but the terms of regulation and policies given. Jadi cara menumbuhkan rasa nasionalisme itu ada 3 cara, yaitu dari keluarga, dari sekolah, dan pemerintahan. Tiga itu sangat berperan penting untuk menumbuhkan rasa nasionalisme pada masyarakat dan diri masyarakat masing-masing. Sekian, thank you.
Okay. So that's our presentation regarding unity in diversity and Indonesian nationalism. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.